Vanilla, with its botanical name Vanilla planifolia, is native to the tropical forests of Central America. It is a liana or a climbing orchid. It's several meters long. Among the Aztecs, it was a high-ranked remedy, also favored for producing aphrodisiacs, and they used it also to refine their cocoa drinks with the fruits of the vanilla beans. For Central America was the only producer of vanilla because the hummingbirds, merely indigenous to those regions, are the only natural pollinators of this plant, in addition to some rare insects. The hummingbirds love the sweet floral nectar of vanilla with its aromatic, lovely, captivating scent. The odorous substance called vanilline, which is contained with about 80% in the extract of the plant, has a kind of pheromone character. These substances act among living beings as a scent language for transferring messages and are indispensable for reproduction. Pheromone serves as a sexual attraction for male bugs. Sometimes the presence of a fragrance is not consciously perceived, but picked up by the subconscious only. At the end of the 16th century, the Spanish brought the beans to Europe and created the first chocolate spiced with vanilla. Not until 1841, the artificial pollination by hand was developed so that it was possible to cultivate the plant in Indonesia, the Comoro Islands, and Madagascar, for example, also Réunion, with the most precious type of the plant, also known under its former name, Bourbon, hence the name Bourbon vanilla. Vanilla essence is obtained through alcohol extraction of the pods. 3 kg of the pods yield about 1 liter of the essence. The main chemical ingredients are vanillin and paralpha hydroxypenzaldate. The cultivation of spice vanilla, the artificial way of pollination, and the complex oil extraction explain the high prices. The capsular fruits are harvested as soon as they are yellow-green. They contain about 100,000 seeds. The next step is the time-consuming black and tan procedure. The capsules are treated with hot water and steam and then are fermented. Under this practice, they develop their fine aroma. During night, they are kept in airtight wooden containers to provoke them to sweat, and during daytime then, they are exposed to the sun. This 4 weeks lasting fermentation and drying process creates an enzymatic process and allows the vanillin contained in the beans to develop. Finally, the capsules shrink, producing the bright, dark vanilla pods, offered everywhere today on the market in the world. By the way, some pods show a slight whiter layer consisting of tiny needle-like crystals. This is a sign of a very special quality. However, it is not only vanillin being responsible, of course, for the famous fragrance, but a lot of other essential compounds. The extracted oil blends go well with rose, tonka, tangerine, lavender, and of course many other sweet odors also. Vanilla releases memories of childhood with the intensity of seemingly everlasting moments of joy. This dense, slightly spicy and exotic sweetness linked to some bitter background notes and the earthy and full presence of taste of vanilla is only equaled by chocolate, another famous tempter for the heat-flooded lands of the south. Thanks to its dominating phenyl esters and other enticing compounds, vanilla is a feast for the nose and for the palate. With its wonderful white orchid blossom and its dark fruits, the beans, soaked with fat and aroma, from which the oil is extracted, vanilla obeys the first law of the sun. Sweet needs hot. In Orchid and a creeper in the jungle, vanilla means the call for earthly and sensual pleasures. It is so much linked to the glandular endocrine experience of taste that the mere thought of it will make people dream. Furthermore, it influences the hormonal release of serotonin, a neurotransmitter arousing happiness. Interesting to mention also that according to scientific results, those neurotransmitters are not only active in our brain, but also working within the digestive tract, the so-called enteric nervous system, or colloquially abdominal brain, that very often has stronger effects on our thinking, feelings and memories than the brain localized in our heads. Sensitive individuals, however, should avoid vanilla in the evening, as it has slightly stimulating properties, whereby it is soothing and harmonizing to the fire element in us. It stabilizes emotions and consoles when sadness or grief seem to overpower us. It draws back to earth, back also to the senses and their hunger and thirst. Delightful sweetness of the tropics, with a seductive kiss of the earth, that is vanilla.